Mathi, this is what you've played for all season to get to the big one. You've been through a lot with this club in the last couple of years. How are you feeling going into Saturday?
Feeling amazing. It's been a wonderful year. Hopefully we could end the year with a trophy.
Ryan, the 2 games against Miami, you weren't able to take part in that earlier in the season. Now you're good to go. How are you feeling about this? The chance to get down there, play for a cup, test yourself against some of the best players in the league?
Yeah, it's exciting. Like you said, it's what we've worked all year for, to get to the cup final, and it's going to be a great atmosphere, great standard of game, I hope, and yeah, we're all excited to get down there and get going and make the most of it.
Ryan, how much better are you feeling now than maybe you were a month ago? We've seen your minutes increase. How are you feeling in terms of the physical aspect of the game, and what do you think would be ideal for you minutes-wise heading into Saturday's match to play?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, as time's got on and the more minutes I've got on the pitch, the better I've felt, and you know, the fitness is finally caught up as well. So I'm feeling good, and like I said, there's no expectation of minutes or what, you know, I expect to play or anything. It's like I've said, I'll be good to go whenever I'm asked to play, however long I'm asked to go. I've just got to make sure I'm ready and do what I can to help the team.
Last week, Thomas talked to us about just, you know, as the match gets heightened and the competition keeps on growing, you know, reaching that level. What excites you about the Saturday match?
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything. I mean, they have a really good team, same as us. So will be an amazing game. Like Ryan said, the atmosphere will be amazing too. So it's a nice game to see.
Go hard, then BJ.
Mathi, Thomas Muller, what kind of teammate has he been and what has he brought? Because he's a mega superstar, but he seems kind of chill.
Now he's amazing teammate, amazing guy. He treats us as his family here, so we are really excited with his company here.
Ryan, Miami, they have some superstars. How do you slow them down, and what kind of challenges do you feel they bring that you can nullify against them?
Well, I think the threat they bring is obvious. With the individuals that they've got that can make a piece of magic out of nothing. So, you know, they've got the kind of players that you can keep quiet for 89 minutes and then they just spark into life. So it's going to be about, you know, staying switched on and doing our job for the 90 or 120 minutes, whatever it is, and we've just got to trust our game. You know, we've went down there before, played them here too this year, and put on a great performance, got 2 really good results. So you know, we've proved that we can do it when the stakes are already high in a semi-final. Now it's the final, so we've got to go and do it again.
Mathi, we saw how you guys defended last week. What challenge does Miami present for you guys defensively?
They're a really dangerous team up there. They have really good players, quality. I mean, will be a difficult game in that part, but we have the confidence that we do a good job.
And then Ryan, I mean, we mentioned the Miami, but you missed a lot of big games. How hard, for instance, say Miami or the final of the Champions Cup, like how hard was that for you to watch?
It's tough to watch from the side. Nobody wants to be on the sidelines watching. We all want to be involved. But it definitely makes it a lot easier when we were putting in the performances and getting the results that we were getting. You know, I think we were both in the stand for the Miami game. Both loved it, and obviously would have rather been on the pitch. But you know, it was just great to be around the team and winning. So I think that's a feeling that goes through the locker room here, through the whole team. That, you know, we're all desperate to be involved, to play our part. But at the end of the day, the most important is the team, and that we get the results and win trophies.
Matthias, just
how important is it that you've seen Miami up front and that it's, you're not dropping into a final and you're seeing some of these big guys for the first time? Do you feel that gives you guys a bit of confidence that you can play your game against them?
Yeah, I feel we're really confident about that. We had that game in the middle season against them, so they are not that different from that point. So yeah, feeling really good.
Ryan, just what do you make of the group and the way that you've got this depth and the way you've really used it? That you got guys like yourself, you're a designated player, you're coming off the bench, some other teams, some other scenarios that might not be working the same way, that just the selflessness of the group, that seems to be the big thing. Like, just how's that worked through from your perspective?
Yeah, it's been great. Everyone's been ready when they've been called upon. Everyone's got their chance and done well when they got their chance. I would say there's no egos in our dressing room. Everyone puts the team first, and I think that's been huge throughout the year. That people have been in and out the team, and everyone stayed ready, got their chance, taken it, and there's a lot of boys who deserve to be involved at the weekend, and like I said, first and foremost is always about the team and about the club, and making sure we get the job done.
Ryan, I'm wondering, what are your experiences been like walking around Vancouver this season, and particularly this playoff run after the LAFC game?
I think it's been livelier. There's been a lot more people taking notice. There's been a lot. You can feel the support from everyone throughout the city, and I think the fans have really showed up, especially the second half of the season here, and we want to also do it for them and make the city proud and bring them the first major sports trophy here.
Matthias, needless to say, there's some South American superstars that are going to be on the pitch on Saturday. Did you ever see yourself facing the likes of Messi and Suarez for a trophy?
Not really. There are. I used to play with Suarez in Nacional, so came here now Müller, a lot of big stars, but there are persons too. So we are 11 against 11 on the pitch, and that count.
Tyler, then we'll go online.
Maddie, you pretty much played every position on that back line. Getting dropped in for these big games. Or how confident, or I guess, how comfortable are you playing those different roles? And one game you're at left back, next day you're center back.
I'm trying to help the team whatever I'm playing or not playing. Even in the bench, I try to support my teammate, and I try to do my best.
And Ryan, a lot has been made out of Miami's new additions that they've had. You obviously, add more, but does it feel like you're kind of a new addition, having been out for most of the season, to now come back and be able to perform?
Yeah, I don't know if I would say a new addition, but personally, it's nice to be back involved and be able to actually help the team. It's a good feeling for me to finally be ready to do my part, because the boys have done so well over the whole season. So, I'm just looking forward to playing any part I can and trying to make sure we get the win.
Finish with far hand in the room.
Ryan, does it make it harder or easier dealing with the injury and coming back with reduced minutes at this stage as you've been kind of building up? The fact that you're the captain, does it make it harder or easier, because you can still find ways to lead even if it's not on the pitch all the time?
Yeah, that's kind of what I tried to do. Not necessarily, there's not an awful lot I could do by leading, just from the medical room, but just to try and to stay involved in the group and keep the good spirits up. I guess it was as much as I could get involved in, but it's nice to be able to be back on the pitch and try and do my part out there, and hopefully can play my part on Saturday.
Matt, you mentioned that you played with Suarez. What do you remember? Were there any moments that you had with him that you can recall?
Yeah, winning trophies. No, but I think it was only 3 months. Was a really good experience there. nothing really special.
Perfect, okay, and we actually don't have any questions online at this point, so thank you both for your time.
Perfect.
Thank you guys.
Perfect.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.